Darling here at Welcome at Training Center with my good buddy Eric here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over, in response to some comments I saw on Facebook about the throw that Fedor hit on Frank Mir over this weekend. And some people were talking about the benefit of using an underhook for a throw and how you're able to maintain position from there, as well as the other guy isn't allowed to really to get your back when you've got that overhook, which is absolutely true. Case in point, I've got an underhook over here, come through. As soon as we land down here, Eric isn't able to take my back anymore because I have this underhook. And it's a lot easier to land in a pin when you have the underhook. That being said, you don't always have the benefit of an underhook. There's lots of different reasons why. You just might prefer to throw from a whizzer, which is another word for an overhook. In this case, Fedor did have an overhook. His back was against the fence. He caught that arm right there, and then he took a step to the side and performed what we call at Welcome At a crossbody Harai. Other people call it a crossbody Soto. You took a big step, 90 degrees, okay, to your side. You hook, land on your opponent. Okay, now in my case, I landed with the whizzer still in. Doesn't always happen that way, and there's a few reasons why, so we'll cover those real quick. And what we're going to do is go over what to do, like in the case of Fedor, when you lose it, how you can still maintain control, okay? Now, the number one reason why this happens is that when I perform this, you'll notice that when I came in, my shoulders were completely squared up. My foot is pointing where I'm supposed to be going. Both of my shoulders are pointing where I'm supposed to be going. This shoulder isn't back slightly, okay? I'm not tipped forward farther than he is. All right, so that's the number one thing. Fully commit, turn, drive him forward with that whizzer, and he goes right over and you land on top of him. Even if you let go of the whizzer halfway through, you will land chest to chest on the guy, and you'll have a nice side control on Gatami when you finish that up. Any other thing, and there's going to be a counterweight effect to his body catching some part of mine and flinging me over after he lands. It's kind of like a catapult. So as I turn this way, my head's down lower, my shoulders aren't 90 degrees, I catch, and I flip right over. That happened, again, this shoulder was back, my head was too low and far forward. When he flipped over, that flung me over after him, okay? Another thing is that when we're coming through here, if I over-rotate, I can lose the whizzer as I'm coming over, and I might land, but like in the case of Fedor, I usually land with my hands down, chest to chest, but with the hands down on the mat, that gives him space to underhook and get up, which is exactly what Mir did. So we're here, I turn pretty good through there, okay? I over-rotate, and I land like this, okay? Now, Eric's no dummy, neither was Mir. He turns towards me, gets an underhook, and then bases up onto his elbows and knees. Fedor was no dummy either. He got out of there. We've covered what to do so that you don't over-rotate and lose position completely. But what happens if you don't maintain control, like what we just saw? How do you go through that? And the answer is head and arm control. Basically what we're doing here is we're going to transition in between, depending on what he does, either a Darce choke, a Japanese whizzer, a power half, and we can also, if he gets all the way up to his elbows and knees, shuck and do a go around, okay? So as I'm coming through here, okay, again, I kind of mess up, I rotate and I come down, okay? Eric's gonna turn into me and underhook, and I'm immediately gonna whizzer again. So as soon as he comes up with that hook, I'm gonna catch, and I'm gonna power half, okay? If I can't power half because he's really pushing on me to get up to his elbows and knees, I go head and arm, and I rotate him back over again. As soon as we've got that, then I pull the hands out, and I switch again to the power half so I can push his head down enough to get my hand there. Slide your hand through up to the bicep, and then just roll him out like some dough. Squeeze him out. Remember, big chest expansion is going to push his shoulder into the carotid. The pointy part of your wrist on the other side is getting shoved in by your bicep in the figure 4 grip, and it's going to collapse that carotid. All of that is made possible because when I'm like this, he senses the space and he's turning in. I whizzer, catch the head, flatten him back out again. As soon as I know that I've got that position and that he isn't going anywhere, swirling under me for a deep half submit or sweep, or getting back up to his elbows and knees like this. Okay, if this is the case, I can sit through for an arm and guillotine, but more likely than not for me, I'm gonna come right around into the back take. Again, it all starts with head and arm control. One more time through. Whizzer, arm control, big 90-degree turn this way, boom. All right, I did it correctly. He's still not done. He's not wanting to get pinned. He rolls up, get control of his head and his arm, slide through, power half. Okay, that worked. Darce choke, that worked. Okay, if he keeps coming this way, I'm gonna have to break him back down again. Okay, I can even power half this way, catch the leg, switch through to Japanese necktie. Sorry for the crash pad, but when I'm throwing, I try to make sure they land nicely. So if we were to do that without the crash pad, okay, he rotates in, hook, hook, flatten back out again, okay, power half, Darce, he still rotates in this way, power half back onto the side, hook the leg, get into Japanese necktie, okay, if I miss the Japanese necktie, okay, he gets all the way up, catch a hold of him, shut, come back in for our wrestler's run. So just because you threw and you lost the whizzer doesn't mean you can't get it back. Just remember, when you're whizzering on the ground, you usually want head and arm control. Make sense? Thanks.